Hello, everybody. It's Jason, and here for another installment of Music with Children. So, understanding music and looking at shows, specifically looking at Christmas shows because it's that time of the year, and Christmas shows are abound. So, what, and how do we teach children within these shows? Okay, so at the moment, I'm looking at a play called Silent Night, which is written by a company called Out of the Ark, which are really fantastic. They provide you with CD accompaniment of all the tracks. You've got a script as well as a whole range of different characters as well. The one which we're looking at is Silent Night. That's based in the 18th century Austria, about a group of about a group or a village that usually has Christmas celebrations, and they usually have an organ. They have a character called Father Joseph, who's the main character, and also a character called Franz Gruber, which is the instrumentalist who plays the organ. And a group of mice damaged the organ. So the villagers are then wondering how are they going to make their Christmas music. Wonderful. It's a wonderful compilation of different songs, and it's good because it has a mixture of German with some English. It has a really nice feel, and it's also has a really nice traditional slant to it as well, with some of the old traditional carols as well as some new contemporary songs which children will find really interesting, and it has a lot of parts where they can improvise and do dancing, as well as playing instruments, and it has some really nice talking parts as well, which are quite humorous, and allows it to be a great show with some. It has some really good stage directions and directions of how to perform it in the best way. Getting down to the performance and how to teach children the songs, what I found is that you teach class by class, and you go through each and every line with them to make sure that they've got the tune and that it can be unaccompanied. So a lot of the tracks, or all of the tracks, have a version with the children singing. Obviously, it has the piano score as well. So if you want to play it with the piano, you can do that as well, which I've done sometimes. And you can also just obviously use the tracks with the children singing in the background, and then let the children sing along with that if you're not comfortable with singing yourself. And then you can also, after that, then you can go with the unaccompanied a cappella, or not a cappella, but with the instrumental versions, and then just making sure that the children are actually getting the words and actually using them in the right context and feel comfortable with the actual setting and the actual song itself. So all of that in conjunction with itself, I think it's about compartmentalizing each part, making sure that the children really understand, okay, we come in here, we say these words, and then just keep going over and over it. Not in a sense to make it become boring, but just so that it's second nature, that when it does come to major rehearsals, when you've got everybody pulling together, that everybody knows their parts already. So it's kind of cohesive, and it all works and all fits because, okay, we've all practiced this. Another thing to really look at is lines. Lines are really important. Getting the right characters for the right roles is fundamental, because you don't want to choose a child which feels uncomfortable on the stage. They don't like reading, they don't like acting, they don't like singing, and then they feel like they're being forced to do this show that they don't want to be in, and it makes everybody feel down because those children aren't infused to do those parts. So it's really good to try and hold auditions, even if you are in an elementary school, middle school, getting the children to do some acting, the children that want to participate in that, doing auditions class by class, breaking it down, getting the children that are the eldest in the class, you know, giving them a senior role so that they feel wanted and that they're, you know, doing bigger roles, giving them the chance to kind of flex their muscles and use, you know, the things that they've gathered throughout the years, and seeing other children do it, you know, they're having the chance to do it themselves and perform and to act. So giving them that chance and giving them more roles. Then from there, holding the auditions, you know, just saying a few lines, and from there you'll be able to see whether they can act, whether they can, you know, put forward the emotion of the words. Then breaking that down again and doing the singing, and then seeing if they can actually hold a tune and you know, bring across all of the intensity that should be put into the lyrics itself. Once that's done, obviously you choose the children that you find are going to be the strongest in that. Obviously giving the chances to other children that maybe maybe want to have a part but are not that strong in either singing or acting, still giving them a part. Maybe it's a minor role but still gives them that confidence boost as well, and just allowing them to do that. What I loved about, pardon me, sorry, what I loved about Out of the Ark and this particular storyline and this particular setting or story was that it had so many different parts to it. So, for example, we have the narrator, and the narrator has long parts, but it can then split it into different, like 4 different parts. Or, you know, we have the villagers, for example, and you know, we can have at least 10 children doing the villagers, another 10 children doing them being the mice. You know, really kind of breaking it down, and then we can have some of the children doing traditional roles as well. So, you know, really compartmentalizing that and making sure that everybody has a part. And yeah, the next thing is just making sure that the whole, you know, we've got the moves, the dance moves, and the actions in there as well. So whilst you're learning it, putting in the actions would really help in the learning of the songs and making sure that, okay, when we're going to do Alleluia, 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 okay. So it's just kind of in their mind, they know that when we sing this part, it goes to this dance move, and it all kind of works in conjunction, so that it works just for just a smooth performance and happy parents, because they see that their child's enjoying singing and performing as well. And it's a huge confidence boost for them as well, which is a great thing. So that's my time. That's a little bit about performance and about Christmas. I've got much more to say, but we'll leave that to another video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.